In the last couple hours, a top Republican says that he had to postpone a hearing for President Trump's new intel chief because the president told him not to show up. That's Jay Clayton. He's currently the lead federal prosecutor out of New York, he's who the president wants to replace Tulsi Gabbard on a full-time basis as the director of national intelligence, but not, he says, without a vote on Clayton's replacement, and B, without Democratic votes on extending a foreign spying law called FISA, unless the Senate passes his so-called Save America Act bill.
They were doing a Rush Act, and we didn't get anything for it.
Now, to be clear, Senate Majority Leader John Thune has said that the SAVE Act does not have the 60 votes needed, which would make major changes to how Americans vote. When asked why the president pulled Clayton's hearing for now, Thune just said, good question, meaning he doesn't really know. Melanie Zanona is on Capitol Hill. I mean, this was a bit of a wild day on Capitol Hill, Mel. It's rare that we see such a break between the president and Senate leaders. Talk to us a little bit about how this all played out and what it could mean, not only for the Clayton nomination going forward, but any of the other business that's happening on Capitol Hill.
Yeah, well, Ryan, what this means is the Clayton nomination is up in the air, but it also means that the reauthorization of FISA is also up in the air because these two issues had become linked on Capitol Hill. There was a lot of bipartisan outrage with Trump's selection of Bill Pulte, his housing director, who has no experience in national security, to serve as the acting DNI director. So Democrats were withholding their votes for FISA. And GOP leaders thought they finally had a solution out of this mess. They were going to fast track this Clayton nomination, hopefully unlock the Democratic votes for FISA. And then Trump just came in at the last minute and essentially threw a grenade into this whole process. So what that means is that FISA is going to be dark for the foreseeable future, which is sparking a lot of security concerns, especially ahead of some national and international events coming up. I just want you to take a listen to Chuck Schumer, the Senate Democratic leader.
Trump should know national security is not a pawn. It is not a pawn, and yet it is clear that he is holding our national security hostage, and it is absolutely disgraceful.
But, Ryan, it's not just Chuck Schumer who's frustrated here. GOP leader John Thune is also flummoxed and rattled by this entire situation. He, of course, is the GOP leader, so he is in an incredibly difficult position as he tries to not anger Trump, but also tries to get stuff done on Capitol Hill. But this is just the latest example of how Trump is making his life difficult, whether intentional or not, Ryan.
Maybe a little bit of both. Who knows? All right. Melanie Zanona, thank you so much for that.
We thank you for watching, and remember, stay updated on breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app or watch live on our YouTube channel.